Hi folks, welcome back to Mossy Roots Farm. We're continuing on with our series of saving time, money, or do I want to throw all of this stuff off of a cliff? We're going to be discussing used motor oil and something called black diesel. Now, if you're unfamiliar with it, I'll go real quickly over it. Essentially, you process you process used oil, whether that's engine oil, hydraulic oil. Well, those are basically the types of oils. Everything else, if it's an oil, it's an oil. But you process it down in a way that comes out clean and purified, and then you thin it with something, whether that's diesel, kerosene, gasoline, whatever you have on hand, and whatever's cheapest for you. And once it's thinned down to the consistency of diesel fuel, you run it in a diesel engine. Most commonly, they run it in the mechanically injected engines like a Ford IDI diesel, GM 65. I think those are the most commons. Ford are really the most commons because they actually had a decent, and I know I'm going to get a little bit of hate for this, but they actually had a decent mechanical injected engine because I've not heard many good things about the 65. Pretty sure that's a Chevy motor. But is this worth it? Well, that oil right there is free. Now it's more than 250 gallons because I actually have other oil elsewhere, like in these buckets. But I have 250 gallons of free oil. If I mix that up, that's probably going to give me close to 350 gallons of fuel. However, let's look at the cost. One drill, two drills, another drill that's already burned up, a Harbor Freight pump, a big block Chevy oil pump, 3 little block Chevy oil pumps I messed up and or just didn't know how to use, yet another heavier duty drill because I don't know what I'm doing, a Harbor Freight 2-inch semi-trash pump that also apparently I don't know what I'm doing with. Oh, and I bought the $3,000 centrifuge, 2,000, 3,000, something like that. To do all this stuff with. Oh, and I bought these totes. So, if I can make diesel fuel for 50 cents a gallon, let's just say, because if I had to purchase the gasoline outright, if I had to do 50 cents a gallon for diesel fuel, and diesel is $4 right now, that means I'm saving $3.50 a gallon. So overall cost, I'd have to use up, let's just say 1,500 gallons of diesel fuel to have the cost be covered with all of this stuff. So for me, it's a long-term investment. I'm going to have to use the crap out of this, and I'm going to have to save a bunch of money, or else this isn't going to save me any money and not save me any time. However, I will say this isn't that bad. I know that my experience is pretty negative, and that might deter some folks. A lot of folks have a very good, positive experience. And because I'm new to it, because I don't have a mentor right next door doing it, it's hard. Every time I ask questions, I get the same answers, and it's not people on Facebook's fault. Some people just don't have the issues I do, and that's, well, probably my problem. But I need still to build, I got to put a 55-gallon barrel up top here so that I can gravity feed into a centrifuge that'll sit on a stand, something like this. But it can't be on this because it's going to gravity feed into a barrel sitting on the floor. And once everything is all hunky-dory and all processed, I will have to pump it into a truck. So I will say eventually this will save me time and money, because the only thing I have to do is pick up oil from somebody's house, farm, shop, whatever, and then pump it into these tanks, and then pump it up to a barrel, and then from there the centrifuge does everything. It'll run for anywhere from 8 to 40 hours, depending on which centrifuge, how dirty, what you want to do with it. And then once all of that is done, I mix up some gasoline into it, and, well, there you go. I have made black diesel. So I will say, this eventually will make money. Well, save me money. I can't say make money because that would imply I sell it, and it's illegal to sell untaxed fuel in the United States. Thanks, Uncle Sam. So I can't ever sell it, but I can use it because it's the same thing as, you know, alternative fuels for gasoline engines, or using old vegetable oil for diesel fuel as well. But anyhow, that is the black diesel setup. I will definitely go more into this. I will show my process. If you have any questions or want more in-depth videos, it will have to wait until I get it set up. But I can show some of the setup process, some of the ideas I have, and maybe it'll help you guys figure out some better ways to do some of this yourself if that's what you're interested in. So, alrighty folks, thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Bye.